gonna watch when the canceler gets canceled right in your face. No,
I was just gonna.
bro, this dude here, bro, he's a walking. Hold on.
Isn't that how all controversy starts? Just a fucked up joke you want to say.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, Ethan, don't say it, man.
If they start
That man,
rounding
Ethan is a
everything, I hope
demon.
it's gassed first or last.
Jesus.
Yeah. Really not to speak.
Off the rails
If I
is
speak,
Wednesday.
I'm in big trouble.
Can I not say that?
Yes.
In
You
big
can't.
trouble.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's
Literally
What am I-
everyone
What
today.
am I gonna? I can't. I'm not doing anything. I'm
What?
part of the. I'm getting gassed too.
With him almost instantly facing a ton of criticism and backlash, largely from
No,
conservative.
wait, pause it. Man, what the fuck are you doing, Ethan, bro? What are you doing? First of all, for people who don't know who Ethan Klein is, this is the nigga that's been like on podcasts for the past he has a bigger channel back in the day, but he turned into a podcaster. And recently, this is a nigga who has been like one of the biggest advocator of like cancel culture, not only with Kanye, but also with Andrew Tate, and like was purposely taking people things out of context. So for him to like say something like this, not believing that anything is going to happen to him is absurd. That's the most craziest thing to fucking imagine. But again, like I've been telling y'all for the past 2-3 months now, these niggas just draw different lines. They just make up rules to where you can't say nothing crazy, but I can say all the crazy shit imaginable. I can make all the edgy jokes and everybody has to understand what I'm doing is an edgy joke. Andrew Tate makes an edgy joke. No. Pack that nigga up ASAP. I can make an edgy joke and it's fine.
In his defense, he's also Jewish.
Well, that's fine.
I'll say this though.
But when Kanye said something crazy about black people, people still were like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's
Kanye?
true. Ethan is like, he made an attempt at a joke, which I can only respect.
For
the
sure.
problem is it wasn't funny,
It
and
wasn't,
when
no.
your very offensive joke is not funny, it just comes across as a fucked up thought. Because if people laughed at what he said, they'd be like, man, that was a crazy, edgy joke, Ethan Klein. And he's kind of used to doing edgy things. Now, probably less so nowadays, but, you know, back in his heyday or whatever. As a popular podcaster, I'm sure he has many fucked up thoughts.
For sure.
And when you're on a podcast, you have so many hours to express your fucked up thoughts. It's only a matter of time before you say something this dumb. And your producer can only save you about 1 or 2 times before you just get your thought across. That being said,
This time though, he wanted to drive that
you
thought
had
home.
to make sure that shit was said.
Yeah.
Because if you're gonna make sure your joke is said, come on, but at least make this shit a little funny.
And that was just like I just want to see that nigga die joke. That's all that was.
That's
It's
crazy.
like a
And the
joke.
craziest part is the reason why is because Ethan Klein sees him as like morally corrupt.
Yes.
But for a person who considers themselves morally intact,
morally sound, intact.
then how could you be caught saying something like this?
That, and to be
Yeah,
quite honest,
it's
the only reason why
contradicting
people are
himself.
laughing at this right now, because for a nigga that's been going around for the past several months now, trying to be the fucking moral police, writing these fucking outlines on what people can say and what they can't say and who can say it, for him to be like one of those people and then just believe that I've drawn the lines out in a certain way where if I can say what the fuck I want to say, and then for him to say this and then to be surprised or like, bro, what the fuck is going on? I'm Jewish, so I should be able to say what the fuck I want to say. It's crazy, bro.
And far-right figures in particular, as well as others calling Ethan a scumbag, arguing that his channel should be deleted. People saying if Kanye deserves to be called out for his remarks, Ethan should as well. You also had others saying they don't agree with Ben Shapiro's views, but they think that the joke was too far. All of this even leading to a response from Shapiro himself saying, if there was another Holocaust, I would hope that Ethan and his family escaped. But maybe that's just me. But to that, H3 responded saying, hey,
Man, the day you make Ben Shapiro look like the moral voice of reason.
Yo, you're done, bro. And also Ben Shapiro being able to like dance around is like, I got this nigga, bro. I hope he is.
You gave this nigga a finger roll, man.
roll.
God.
Hope he escapes,
Because
man.
how could you hate on that?
Yeah, exactly.
You could hate the guy, but you'd be like, that's a fact.
Yeah,
No matter how much you hate a guy. But to be fair, Ben Shapiro, he likes to argue. And what he's doing
for sure.
is he's taking Ethan Klein's words very literally, even though in the context of when it was said, it was supposed to be a joke. It was just a bad joke.
That's the other side of it, is that a lot of conservatives would be like, y'all are just these snowflakes and y'all take everything so serious. And like literally, as soon as somebody else makes a joke at their expense, oh my god, oh my goodness, damn, take his channel. You know what? I'm gonna take the moral high ground. on
That's
this
so
one, man.
facts.
I hope his family and his loved ones escape it. Now, I'll die, but I hope he survives. I hope, man.
It's a joke. Do conservatives know what those are? And sure, in poor taste, but not as poor taste as you platforming anti-Semites who spread dangerous conspiracies that leads to real violence against Jews. That's the meaning of my joke, but of course you don't care about context. And Ethan doubled down on the same stance today during his podcast with Hassan Piker, who said this was a lot of manufactured outrage.
They always do this. They try to like deflect away and go, what about this guy? He's actually anti-Semitic. Or what about this guy? He's the real racist. Like it's a classic conservative trope at this point to turn around and like find anything and everything they can to shift the attention away. And you know, you gave them an opening with colorful language like that, for sure.
And along those lines,
you
also
gotta
have a lot
be
of people
careful,
defending
man.
Ethan as well.
What
Posting
do you
things like
expect?
Ethan Klein is Jewish. Jews are allowed to make dark jokes about our own
Come on,
history.
man, you gotta be
Adding like it's
careful,
funny
man.
when MAGA freaks and conservatives cry about this shit. But
I know what
obviously
you're getting
do not
yourself
care about
into doing that.
There's one nigga on Twitter.
Hey, fella, you just found one nigga. Come on, let's cut the cap. It's one nigga who's doing this, bro. Everybody on Twitter and on pop culture knows why this is funny. It's just because it's Ethan Klein. If there's anybody else, we will be like, all right, this nigga just made a bad joke and moved on. The same way we did with Andrew Tate, and we just moved on. But y'all sat there and did this shit and dragged so many things out of context for so many months now. Of course, people are not going to hold the. Of course, things are not going to hold the same energy with you, bro. You did it for months.
Jewish people. Stop pretending we already know you hate us. As well as no one believes Ethan Klein is an anti-Semite. They know he is Jewish and that this was a joke. Klein has literally been swatted by neo-Nazis. But still, you had others saying, yeah, he can be a Jewish person, but that doesn't justify joking about someone being murdered. And actually, in a huge update to this story, it happened while I was filming this video. Looks like YouTube is cracking down on Ethan Klein right now. With a video where Ethan made the original joke about Shapiro getting taken down for harassment and bullying. And then even the new live stream today got taken down. With Hassan even going on his own stream later to confirm that it was taken down.
I woke up early this morning and I went over to Leftovers and I shot Leftovers, and you guys won't be able to see the episode if you weren't watching live. And the reason for that is because it's been taken down. They came after our boy. They came after Ethan for saying things that were definitely, you know, a little spicy, a spicy facility, okay?
Oh, man.
He went real full spice, okay? He went spicy facility with it, and and of course he caught a strike because conservatives love outrage.
Nigga, YouTube is not conservative. They're the opposite. YouTube is so liberal.
Nigga, this whole
Oh my
I don't know
goodness.
what the fuck he's saying. This is like the most liberal thing to do is to give him a strike or banning him for a week. It's literally the most liberal thing to do. What the fuck are you talking?
Why would we get to...
This guy's
Yo,
the
shit like
thought
this
is
just
too
divides
funny,
people.
man.
But this is not about like...
Oh my! It's not about that, bro. It's not about a conservative or a liberal thing, bro. It's about YouTube upholding and being consistent with their guidelines. That's all it is. Regardless if it was a Jewish joke or not, yeah, he said something that was aggressively towards someone else. He was bullying somebody. You can actively say that. So they're sitting out like, this is not the politics thing, man. It's political, man. We gotta make this politics. It's political, nigga. No, it's a YouTube guideline problem, nigga. That's all it is, bro.
This is so crazy to me. This is so crazy to me.
And y'all can't take
I
no
play the game right, man.
Fucking conservatives, man. Fuck, man. They got us, man. It's a little spice. He told the niggas gonna. He
Just a
hopes,
little
he,
itty
hope-
bitty.
he hopes to see him die first in the gas chamber. Just a little spice.
That's not a little spice.
What the fuck?
Hey,
The way y'all
yo.
downplay shit is crazy, nigga. That is absurd. This nigga Ethan not only was thinking about another Holocaust.
This dude is a menace. This dude is a menace, bro.
Oh, nigga. He didn't just say Ben Shapiro should die. He was like, nigga, all the Jews are about to get fucked as a total. I just want to make sure that nigga's first. Bro, what are you talking about? That's just a little, just a smidgen of spice, man. Just fucking.
You know how that gets.
Just a
Just a little bit of Cajun. Got a little bit of Cajun on
Just a
that.
dash of pepper on that. That's all that is, man.
It has to be a conversation about like why has it become less okay to tolerate other people's viewpoints?
That too.
It's like H3 like he makes people like his mental enemy when he disagrees with them. The way he brought up Candace Owens, you know, as a liberal, you're gonna disagree with a lot of things Candace Owens says.
For sure.
But if it gets to the point where like, how much hate do you have to have for somebody because you disagree with them? The reality
crazy, though.
is you're not correct just because you believe what you believe.
Because they believe what they believe as well. They believe
Just
what
as
they-
strongly as you believe
just
it.
as strongly as you do.
And so it's like, why don't you just tolerate that? You don't have
That's
to
what I'm
agree
saying.
with
This
them. You don't have
makes
to
no
get together
sense.
with them. You don't have to link. You don't have to. Be
There's no
friends.
need
You
to
just have
fight over
just
any
admit
of this,
that
bro.
they deserve to exist, and that unless what they're spewing is hateful,
Exactly.
what they're saying is hateful in nature, then that's hate speech.
But, they
otherwise,
but they think that it is though. That's the other thing. That they'll make so many leaps to be like, oh, you said this and that.
Hey,
could be
Goom,
this
have you ever
happened.
played Final
And so
Fantasy?
that's what ends up happening. Because what I've learned
Yeah.
just over the past few
Yeah,
years is
I
like,
like
people
it.
they truly believe that. There's
I
a lot of
used to
people who don't.
grind
They say
Cushy
things because they think
when I
it's
played it
because
first
they
on the console
genuinely
with
believe those
5G.
things. And unless you're
Yeah.
willing to get into a
Like, I was
genuine
playing with him,
dialogue
he was
those
playing on his
people,
PC.
It's kind of just pointless to even
And we was doing
interact
like
with
the
Cause
them.
raids
cross
and
You
stuff.
interacting with them
Yeah.
and only hearing their
It was
side
pretty
of it
fun.
from
I
your
think-
perspective without
I
trying
think
to have
WoW's
any,
getting
any form
crossplay
of
as
empathy
well.
at all, trying to understand their perspective. It's a
When?
complete
Because
waste of
that
this
is,
fucking
last
it is a
week
waste of
patch,
time.
It's a waste of time.
And it's like, I
They
would
fucking
say, why don't
added,
y'all
like,
just get on
more
a
gamepad
podcast
support, like,
and
more
talk about
controller
it?
support.
But we know what it's gonna look like. It's just gonna be a screaming match.
Oh,
and
you said it's
one's
coming
gonna-
soon?
The objective is just to scream your opinion
Not necessarily
louder.
like soon,
And then
but
at that
like
point, it's kind of just
it's
an
probably
echo chamber.
around
I don't know
the
how you
corner.
develop thoughts
Just with
when
the
you
fact
are
that
That's-
only
that's
allowed to
literally-
think one way.
That's what everybody is. On the internet,
Basically,
they can
like,
go
next
look up
expansion
what they
comes
wanna
out
watch,
on,
they can
like,
search the people
fucking
they want
November
to listen
28th.
to and get the thought process and a viewpoint that further confirms their
What
biases.
they already think,
That's
yeah.
it. And it's nothing but an echo chamber. But the thing, and not only that, it's so interesting to me that everybody
Mikey?
preaches, or some sides preaches, the liberals especially preach being tolerant, but they're not fucking tolerant at all. Like, not even in the fucking slightest. And then as soon as you want more tolerance given to you, even in a manner that completely is inconsistent with your entire viewpoint, is where you
The
just
fuck?
lose everyone. But this
Bro.
whole, and also, and not only to that
So
extent, like I
Blizzard-
said before,
in all of their wisdom, they haven't
bro, the
fixed it. And
banning
it's been
thing
like
is
a bug
crazy.
for a while.
Like
now.
y'all pushing the
I don't
fucking
know.
envelope, and they just straight banning people. I don't think I've ever seen YouTube ban this many like noteworthy people within like a 5-6 month span. It's like been fairly consistent. Some of which you can argue is justifiable, but like the fucking cancel culture is starting to become like this hate mob that just like, oh, let's get him out of here. And there's already been precedents that have been set, and so they're gonna sit there and say, well, he's the next Andrew Tate, he's the next Nico, he's the next Ethan, he's the next da 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 da. It's the same thing he said. So why don't you just do it? And then it's gonna just fucking spiral. It's always gonna fucking spiral. Hey, those are our thoughts on the whole situation, man. Let us know what y'all think about L3 in the comment section below, man. I think he's a loser, bro. You inconsistent loser. And until next time, we'll see you all later. Peace.